Hello friends, my name's James. And this is my 1965 Alberg 30 sloop, SV Tritea. I have been slowly sailing solo around the world since leaving Los Angeles in 2021. This is Rhonda, a Kiwi sailor who moved aboard full-time once I reached Sydney. Join us as we explore the east coast of Australia and see as many wild places and wild animals as possible.
Just down in here.
Oh, wow. As we make our way up to Southeast Asia. Hello from Barrett River. I think that's the name of this place. We're at Bundaberg Port, just inside the river mouth. We got here yesterday afternoon, late afternoon.
Gosh, it feels like so much longer.
I know. And today we went in and fueled up, got water, and the boat's all ready to go. Did some projects today. And we are heading out tonight at midnight to the Great Barrier Reef.
Yay.
Like, ultimate bucket list check for me. Super stoked. It'll be Rhonda's first time visiting a coral lagoon. So we're going to Lady Musgrave Island. I guess technically it's called an island, but it's an atoll with a lagoon, and then there's a little K on it where there's like a campground and stuff, and that's what's referred to as Lady Musgrave Island. We're gonna anchor in the lagoon and spend a day or two, so pretty excited.
Very excited.
And yeah, it's gonna be cool. Should be really good snorkeling.
Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be epic. And this will be Rhonda's first time sailing outside of the sight of land. So tomorrow morning, when the sun comes up,
There'll be nothing.
Yeah, that'll be her
but
first
ocean.
Experience. Pretty exciting.
It is neat.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll see if I like it or not.
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that's the jam. So tonight at midnight, we will haul up and head out. First pot of coffee of the day. It's close to midnight right now, and time for us to haul up and head out, get out to sea. just shook out the second reef that we needed last night. Winds have lightened up quite a bit. We are 16 miles from Lady Musgrave Island. Right now, sometimes the swells are more powerful than the wind we have, so the wind vane's been having trouble keeping us on course, which is pretty common. I might switch the wing and wing setup so that the main is pushing us more towards our destination, because right now we're kind of favoring falling off of it a bit. So that's what I'm contemplating at the moment, but it's been nice to be able to sail this whole passage. Turn the motor off at 3 a.m. We left, raised the hook at 1. We're able to turn off the motor at 3. So it's been great to sail all night with really good speed too. So yeah, happy to have this beautiful morning. Clipping off the miles under sail, and we'll be in before you know it. So Lady Musgrave Island just came into view. It's like a smudge on the horizon. Reminds me of sailing in the Tuamotus. We are 9 miles away, and you can just see the K, like the land part of the island. Can't see any yachts, masts yet. I guess you can see those about 5 miles off. But last time I checked the AIS, there were like 6 yachts in there. So a lot of mooring balls in there, and a lot of people anchor. So, but it seems like a fairly good sized lagoon, so should be plenty of room for everyone. Always a thrilling moment though, to see the land pop up that you've been sailing to throughout the night. And looking forward to getting in and checking the spot out. How was the night?
Tiring a little.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like I got up to help leave, I suppose. But then I don't know what time we went to bed. And then got up a couple of times to help.
Yeah, we had to reef.
I was pretty like
We had to reef in the
lucid.
middle of the night. Yeah.
Yeah, like I kind of got summons to come up, and I was like half asleep, and yeah, it was kind of patchy sleep, and yeah.
And you got up at sunrise. I don't know what time it was.
5:30 I got up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I laid down.
I kind of felt like I should get up and watch the sunrise, considering it was my first kind of open ocean sail.
How was it?
Yeah, it was good. It was beautiful. The sunrise.
Yeah, special, right?
It was really pretty. Yeah. But then, yeah, then got pretty tired pretty quickly. So
What are you reading?
I just picked up
Two Against the Horn,
Two
classic.
Against the Horn. Yeah.
Hal Roth.
I'm sorry?
Hal Roth.
Yes. So just I picked that up off the shelf this morning. Started reading it. Quite an easy read to get into, to be honest.
Yeah.
And really interesting actually. Once you've started, like when you've been sailing, you already know what they're talking about. It's not like anything's overly new. The language is there, you know.
And you know what, some of the conditions they're describing, you have a totally different knowledge of it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, I'm only, I don't know, 50 pages in or something. So,
And how far are we from Lady Musgrave?
How far
Lady
are
Musgrave.
we? 2.9. Nah, 5.3.
5.3 miles.
Not far.
Just started the engine. We are 2 miles from being inside the lagoon, and we're about to be in the protection of the lagoon, atoll, coral island, and everything.
Holy shit! Oh my god, he's just there! He's massive!
Made it through the cut, through the channel. Pretty easy. Very, very narrow. We got down to 2.5 knots. There's an outgoing current right now, but it was chill. Now we're in the lagoon. It's a little breezy. And we're just gonna go peekaboo at some of the mooring balls before we decide if we want to anchor or pick up a mooring ball. Quite a few boats in here, and the watercolor is the beautiful lagoon turquoise, which I haven't seen in a very long time. Stoked to be here. I'm trying. Take this. Boom, we did it. Hooked up to the mooring. The last mooring available that we can see. I think there's some other ones in the shallows, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Now
I guess we'll see when we get the dinghy in.
Now it's tea time, and we don't even have to sit anchor watch because we're on a mooring. It's blowing, I don't know, 12 to 15 knots. But in the lagoon, there's not a ton of fish, so pretty chill. Gonna go on some serious adventures now here at, what is this place? Lady Musgrave Island.
Lady Musgrave. Already seen one big, fat, juicy turtle.
You're so stoked.
Oh my god, I so need to find him again.
Well, we're gonna be here tonight and tomorrow night. So today will be some dinghy adventures, maybe some snorkeling, and tomorrow for sure snorkeling.
Definitely.
Stoked.
Yeah.
Water's pretty warm.
Yeah.
Water's warm. It feels nice.
Yeah.
It's not chilly at all.
It's nice. James. There's all the, like, look.
Oh, the little holes. Cool.
December to May.
I wonder whose call that is.
Closed off because they're so easily collapsed if you're trotting over them.
That's a callback to Muttonbird Island.
Yeah, it is, eh? So interesting. I never knew that like birds burrowed under the ground like that.
We have burrowing owls in New Mexico where I grew up, so that's the only time I've ever seen a bird that burrowed.
I've seen like...
But those type of birds, you wouldn't look at that bird and think that they would dig a tunnel.
No.
That's a tunneling bird. Well, this is a cool path. And woods. A lot of bird life. We've seen a couple of rails already, and then lots of shearwaters in the trees. That call, that repeating call, is probably a shearwater. But we've seen several little rails.
So cute.
This island's really cool. Like if you were a kid and you came here, it'd be so rad. Just like go wild all over this island. Super cool. These trees are so trippy and phallic. I'll probably get censored on YouTube for showing that tree. Isn't it the craziest sound?
It sounds like, yeah.
Sounds like porcelain.
Porcelain.
Way out there you can see the break of the reef. What'd you find?
Oh, just some really beautiful looking old coral. But they're so delicate looking. The patterns on them are like almost like a lace. Oh, I wish I could just keep them.
All of them.
They're so pretty.
So beautiful.
Like this.
Very interesting.
Oh, they're so pretty. And that's them dead. Imagine what they were like alive.
Right. There's little Tritea. Smallest bullet out here, as always.
Little.
Okay, so we just finished our last of our 3 snorkels here at Lady Musgrave. First one we did like right off the little island off the Cay. And that was the first time you had ever snorkeled in coral, right?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
I thought it was awesome for the first time. Like the colors of the fish were incredible. Like there was loads of fish as well.
Big clams. We saw
huge
giant clams.
Big starfish, big like purple starfish.
Some cool coral bommies that we swam through, the little
the bommies
canyon looking things, and
really just when you haven't seen anything like that before, it's so overwhelmingly amazing. Like and it gives you a really good perspective as well, like being on top of the water and looking down at them as well, and then seeing them underwater. You can understand what they actually are. When you talk about bommies, it's like I'm like kind of like okay, what's that? You know, like a coral rock.
Yeah.
But when you see it, you've got some like you understand what it actually is. Yeah. What you
its
think
structure
is actually really
and what
cool.
it looks like and all that
they're
stuff.
They're super rad.
Yeah, they're
like,
cool.
How they form is just, I don't even know, like they're just freaking amazing. They're
super
so cool. But yeah, the fish were awesome yesterday. Yeah.
And then the second snorkel was yesterday afternoon, sort of like a little closer to sunset than we would have liked.
Hey. Yeah.
And it was a little sharky, a little hazy, a little too dusky for me. It was like, we didn't stay in the water too long. It was pretty cold.
Very cold.
Very cold.
Very, very cold.
But it was still pretty. The light was pretty. And we saw some cool stuff. But today
was out the gate.
Today we went to
epic.
What was called Turtle Alley. Because that was the whole thing. Is like Rhonda really wanted to swim with some turtles. So today was like, okay, we're going to go back. After we got a taste of that zone over there yesterday, we're like, okay, let's go back with like good midday light.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It was fantastic. Cool. Yeah.
So cool. Turtles.
Right away.
Yeah.
We saw a hawksbill turtle.
So
But
beautiful.
first, we found a mooring we clipped onto that was kind of far out. So
Yeah, so we had to get in, and I said to James, like, you know, how deep is it? And it's all like sandy bottom, so like coral sandy bottom, I suppose, and it's so beautiful and clear. But it's spooky for me, like getting into really deep water is not something. Like I swim off the boat and stuff like that, but I don't know, just being away from the boat, I suppose, swimming away from something, it's just like, that's a bit spooky for
It was
me.
about 20 feet. Very clear. You could see everything perfect.
Yeah, you can see everything, but
perfect.
it's just something that I'm just not.
Yeah,
used
just
to
that you haven't
kinda
done a
doing.
lot.
It's just daunting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just fully, you know, something different. But, and I think also just knowing that, well, there are, what are the sharks that are here?
There's
Just
white tip reef sharks,
reef
but
sharks?
they're like puppies. They're super sweet.
Yeah.
But we didn't get to see any white tips here at all.
No, but like just the thought of not, you know, like you, I don't know. It's just, it's always in the back of your mind.
We are
I
in
suppose.
Australia, so sharks are a serious concern. But I haven't heard any reports of sharks being concerned out here, and they bring tons of tourists to that spot.
Yesterday afternoon, kind of like, I think I was more, it was in the back of my mind. Today, with it being so light, and also just, you kind of forget about it a little bit though, when you're just caught up in looking at everything. You're just sort of in a bubble of your own, and you're just looking at so many other things, and I don't know, your mind's taken away from that a bit, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
As
I've
well, it's
swam
not
with
like-
so many big sharks that they don't concern me. I know how to interact with sharks. If you don't act like prey, they don't treat you like prey. So it's when it's hazy that it's dangerous.
Yeah,
you know, so-
yesterday afternoon was quite,
Yeah.
it was like not murky, but there was a lot of stuff in the water, and it was quite
Poor
kind of-
viz for sure.
Yeah.
But today was fantastic. So many
It
fish.
was incredible. But
You got your hawksbill turtle who was like kept kind of coming at us. We were trying to like keep our our respectable safe distance, and he kept trying to come at us and checking us out and stuff. They're
But
so
I-
used to swimming with
I think,
people, right?
yeah, they would be. They'd be so used to people being there and stuff that they're just, you know, they're used to it, and they're not fazed by it. It's not like they dash off or anything, and that was kind of what I was expecting. I thought, like, if you spotted one, they'd see you and just be like, yo, I'm out, and scalper away, but that's not the case. And it was so cool, and I don't even know how many we saw.
Probably 7 or 8, maybe.
Maybe,
A
yeah,
lot.
6, 7.
We
something.
saw a huge pufferfish, like Mondo Boy.
And they spotted 2 octopus as well.
Very big octopus.
Oh my god, it was so cool.
Very big.
They're like purpley coloured or something.
Yeah,
It
one was all spiky like the coral, and the other one was purple in the hole. Yeah.
That was,
Yeah, you did good spotting those. And then we saw some trumpet fish and some coronet fish, tons of parrotfish,
Yeah, heaps of parrotfish.
groupers.
Yeah, did you see that? You saw that big one, eh?
He was very big.
And spotty.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like, was it yesterday or the day before?
Well, day before, but that's the one today too in that little cave.
Yeah, the one I pointed out. Yeah. That
Yeah, so
sun is...
fantastic day of snorkeling. All 3 snorkels were here, were fantastic. And we can't wait to see what more the Great Barrier Reef has to offer. If you enjoy the content on this channel and would like to contribute, you can consider joining the Patreon crew. Thanks for watching. Fair winds until next time.